welcome back to your number one stop for PSO2 New Genesis gameplay, how-to, and all that jazz. And today we are here to discuss some of the new information coming out about the seasonal weapon with the evil orbs. I think how it pronounced. Either way, we have some brand new information breaking down what the potential going to be, as well as a possibility of could it be the net bet weapons outside of a court getting wagged weapons. So with that, let's go ahead and jump on into this, shall we? So our evil orb weapon will be coming in on July 6th during the net update, since the weapons will be tied to the seasonal event that is happening for the 10th anniversary here. And of course, we now have ourselves some information stat-wise of what we're going to be looking at here. So, for anyone who have already picked up your evil equipped weapon, you know they are roughly good enough for the time being, especially starting off in Cavaliers. And then, of course, having our WAP weapons also being a big draw, with the only issue of that being is, of course, a lot of them are being used to farm for your Kaiser weapon. And even more so as we get closer and closer to the Kaiser weapon being completed by the majority of players coming up in the next few weeks. We do have that little like stopgap coming in here. And especially for anyone that is still trying to get their hands on a WAP weapon, trying to get their hands on the material needed for your Kaiser stuff, and you just need a little bit more time, the new seasonal weapon might be up your alley here. So the weapon itself is, of course, very far beneath what we can, already get from the Kaiser stuff and the Waggle stuff. But they are more powerful than the WAP weapon, which is honestly really good here, because let's be honest, the WAP weapons have very quickly just become filler weapon to get for Kaiser. But for the time being, we got a little bit of breakdown here. Is of course Kaiser is still obviously up there in the best, with WUG weapons as well, which is of course with WUG being a bait attack at 490 and for Kaiser at 480. So when it comes to the evil orb weapon, they will be a lot lower at 355, and any at cap, since the cap, which will be once you actually get it to a full plus 50% heal, we only going to be capping out at 480 before you bring in augment up. So that is still very, very far below a Wagger and a Kaiser weapons that they are going to be getting into the high 600. But the thing is about that new weapon is we are going to get some better potential heal that will be helpful for the time being, which is of course at level 1 we're going to get ourselves 18% to potency, and then a PP recovery is at 100% for 20 seconds after a successful sidestep or dodge. So that will pretty much stay the same throughout, all the way up to, of course, level 4. The actual potency is what is actually fairly decent here, which is, of course, at level 2, we can get ourselves 20% potency. At level 3, we're going to get 23%. And then at level 4, we're going to get 24%. And once again, that is before actually getting augment on that weapon. With that being said, I still wouldn't highly recommend putting like super in-game augments on that weapon, especially with how close a lot of us are to Kaiser. And let's be honest, Kaiser and of course the WUG weapon is more like going to be probably best in slot for the foreseeable future anyway. Probably leading into whenever we get around to Volcano at the end of the year, or if it happened to be whatever in the sky, whichever area we're going to go to next. Of course, WAG and Kaiser is going to carry you for the most part. But for a stopgap weapon here, honestly, this seasonal weapon might actually be some of the best seasonal weapon we actually going to have here. And also going to be fairly easy to get your hands on, especially with them dropping from enemy during the event, as well as being picked up for, I want to say, roughly about 10,000 seasonal points, if it anything like previous season stuff. So, honestly, it's like at this point, this is where I would be putting my focus, at least till you get your Kaiser stuff available for you. Because, honestly, that weapon is going to be way better than any of the WAC weapon at the end of the day. And yeah, this is honestly some really good news, and I'm actually really happy to see we are going to have ourselves, I guess at this point, the best in slot for elite weapons anyway. And of course, you can get your hands on it here in the net like week or so. So if you are interested in that weapon, or if you were just going to put them up, do not, because if you do not have your Kaiser weapon, or a rugged weapon by then, this is obviously going to be one of the 4 things you probably need to go for, especially if you are still using your Evo equipped weapon. So I highly, highly recommend, of course, checking out the seasonal event. Once again, that seasonal event will be beginning on the 6th of July and be running for roughly the rest of the month. So make sure you get out there, farm you up some seasonal points, and of course, get that weapon, because I know I'm going to, and honestly, I can't wait to get my hands on it. And of course, that is pretty much everything that is happening right now when it comes to that weapon. It is honestly really nice to actually see the stats now. Like, don't get me wrong, still nothing super crazy, but hey, I would take third best in slot any day of the week, especially with how easy it's going to be to get our hands on this. So, if you haven't already, and if you want to keep up to date with what's happening equipment-wise, or just in general about PSO, be sure to do the thumbs up, subscribe, hit all the wonderful bells up below, and hopefully the video have been helpful. And if so, and you want to support the channel, you can do so by hitting that wonderful join button below. Get you access to some community tabs and videos, as well as some emotes. And of course, if you want to check out my live stream, I do stream as of now, Saturday through Wednesday. You can check that out over on twitch.tv/TroyMaconn. And of course, if you want to become like all the wonderful people, you can do so by not only joining membership or subscribing over on Twitch, but also by coming on over to patreon.com/Maconn. Links in the description for all that. And with that, I will go ahead and see you all in the comments.